right, tonight to Leander, Texas here. Good evening, everyone. We're here, District 25 5A game, last game of district between your Eastview Patriots and the Leander Lions. I know it's about 13, 14 minutes past the hour. They had some technical difficulties here at the stadium senior night, and so everything's running a little bit behind. As you can tell here, the two coaches are at home plate about to switch lineups, and we should get started here very shortly. And what I'm going to go ahead and do here before we get going and turn it over to the public address announcer, I'm going to go ahead and go through the lineups here. Tonight's lineup for your Eastview Patriots, leading off is Ariana Vidala, center field. Number 16, Carrie Sanford at shortstop. Angel Rodriguez is batting third. Number 1, catcher. And number 4, Kaylee Moses is batting in right, or batting cleanup in right field, followed by pitcher Emery Aguilar. And then second base, Bella Guajardo. And then batting 7th is left fielder number 11, Paley Wooton. And then we have first base, Kendall Sanford, batting 8th. And then we have Izzy and Donna, number 12, freshman, is batting 9th. And for Leander, they're led off by number 4, Megan Lee, center field. Number 8, Madeline Strader, shortstop. Number 6, Marley Nieces, catcher. Number 17, pitcher S.J. Guerin. And then in left field, they have number 24, Caitlin Beckerly, followed by number 14, Paige McCall. And then Bella Ruff, batting 7th, playing second base. And then Chrisma Edmondson is batting 8th, in third, playing third base for them. And then we have Delaney Brunker. Also wanted to go through again for Eastview. I wanted to kind of cover the actual alternates tonight. We actually have number 6, junior Carolyn Bray, number 15, Caitlin Niederhauser, the senior, and then we have Gabby Cabrera. And then also we have Colby Trapp is actually playing third base, playing flex. And so what we're going to do here for a second is going to come back, give it about 60 seconds. I think we're about to do some public address announcer. Some of their PA system's having a hard time here. And then I apologize for all the wind. We're sitting in the stands tonight, and there's a lot of wind. As you can tell, if you look out at center field, you can see that wind just moving around. But I'll turn it over to the public address announcer here.
Good evening, and welcome to the Leander Lady Lions softball game. Tonight's game. Check. Tonight's game will be between the visiting Eastview Patriots and our very own Lady Lions. We would like to remind all our spectators at tonight's event that good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. The Patriots starting lineup. Batting leadoff, center field, senior Ariana Vidales. Shortstop, senior Carrie Sanford. Batting third, playing catcher, junior Angel Rodriguez. Playing right field, junior Kaylee Moses. Batting fifth, pitcher, junior Emery Aguilar. Batting sixth, playing second base, sophomore Bella Guajardo. now, your Lady Lions starting lineup. Lead off, center field, senior Megan Lee. Batting second, shortstop, sophomore Madeline Strader. Batting third, playing catcher, senior Marley Nisus. Batting cleanup, pitcher, senior S.J. Guerin. Batting fifth, playing left field, sophomore Caitlin Beckerly. Batting sixth, playing right field, senior Paige McCall. Batting seventh, playing second base, junior Bella Ruff. Batting eighth, playing third base, senior Chrisma Edmondson. And batting ninth, playing first base, senior Delaney Bunker. Tonight's substitutes are junior Audrey Lumbreras, sophomore Kinsley Knopf, junior Ashlyn Cox, sophomore Taylor Porter, sophomore Emery Bell. The Lady Lions are led by head coach Kendall Driver and assisted by Kinsey Reeder and Veronica Davis. The Lady Lions managers are senior Reba Miller and freshman Abigail Sanchez. Please stand at this time for playing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
All right, welcome everyone to tonight's game here at Leander Lions Park here. It's senior night here at Leander, and it's also the last district game of the season, our regular season. And again, we apologize for I didn't get the crowd mic out tonight because you're probably going to hear enough wind as as you can probably tell. Tonight, I've already went through the lineups, but we'll go ahead and look at the defensive alignment here for Leander. In left field, they have Beckerly, then number 4, Megan Lee out in center, and then Paige McCall in right field. At third base, they have Chrisma Edmondson, followed by shortstop Madeline Strader, and then Bella Ruff at second, and then first base is Delaney Brunker. We also have behind the plate, we have Marley Nisus, and then pitcher S.J. Guerin. For your Patriots, again, we have Vidales leading off, followed by Sanford and then Rodriguez here in the first inning. And as you can tell here, the wind is not a constant. It's not really a constant wind. It's kind of it's pretty constant. It's just that we're having some pretty big wind gusts here as we're going through here. You can see it. I'm sitting kind of high up here, as you can tell, and we're trying to hopefully it doesn't get too loud for you. But again, this is last district game of the year, and for Leander, they've already won district. They're 13-0 on the season, and then the Patriots are right now sitting alone in fourth place, but they have to win tonight to actually secure uh, the lone last playoff spot. If they win, then they clinch the fourth spot. If they lose, then dependent upon whether Cedar Park beats Georgetown or the winner of Liberty Hill and Glen, it's going to basically cause some play-in game. So right now here we're 2 strikes in. Right, that's 0-2 count. And off the hands, Dallas hits it, and first baseman Brunker dove for it and just missed it. So Guerin's coming right out and hitting the strike zone here. And next pitch, that ball just kind of had a lot of movement on it and called third strike. Next we got Kerry Sanford coming up. First pitch strike. And that was another thing that we want to mention too, is that last time with Guerin, as you know, she's an OU commit, very, very good pitcher, and she really pounds the zone a lot. They just brought up the second baseman, third baseman, and Sanford bunts it, and Edmondson's right there, so it's pretty easy out for her. So quickly have 2 outs here in the top of the first. All right, we got Angel Rodriguez coming up here. Patriots trying to get some here in the top of the first. And right there, that actually is 7 pitches this inning so far for Guerin, and all 7 have been strikes. So she's definitely pounding the zone here. Got a lot of movement, like that pitch right there was just kind of rode down in the zone there. They were mentioning before the game that Guerin in her high school career is 11 strikeouts shy of 1,000 for her high school career. And then, well, the swing and a miss, so now now going top of the first there, Patriots get no runs on no hits and nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. Eastview 0, Leander 0. we're back here in the bottom of the first with a game is 0-0.
Megan Lee.
And so Leander has lead and Strader than Nice up. Nice is up. For the defense for Eastview, you have Paley Wooton in left field, Ariana Vidal in center, Kaylee Moses in right field. At third base, you have Colby Trapp, shortstop Carrie Sanford, second base Bella Guajardo. First base, you have Kendall Sanford, and behind the plate, you have Angel Rodriguez, and then on the mound, you have southpaw Emery Aguilar. First pitch bunt, Rodriguez gets it, and no throw there. So Megan Lee gets on with a bunt here to lead off the game for the Lions.
Up to bat, Maddie Strader.
Now you got Madeline Strader coming up. So you wonder if they're going to be trying to bunt over Lee or going to try to swing away. And as you can tell there, they elected to go ahead and swing away. Next pitch bunted, and it stays fair. And she bunted it, and I think Rodriguez thinking I was going to go out of bounds, and it just kind of spun and just stayed in bounds, so in fair territory. So just like that, Leander has 2 runners on with nobody out. So now you got Marley Nieces coming up. And a double steal attempt here. And the throw down, and the ball gets away from Sanford at third. And just like that, Leander actually has her first run in the game. So the throw goes down, is kind of wide there, and Sanford couldn't get a handle on it. So it went out in left field, and Lee comes in to score. That's 2 balls, no strikes. That's ball 3. So you got 3-0 strike here. Wonder if Aguilar, good pitch. Got 3-1 count. Next pitch actually is a ball, but it gets away from Rodriguez, goes off her glove, and so by that happening, Strader goes to third, and then Nieces goes all the way around to second here. So just like that, they actually have runners at second and third. So Guerin gets up there and tries to take a swing at the first pitch, and fouls it away. So to recap, we got Strader at third and Nieces at second, and the next pitch is hit by Guerin, base hit to left field. Wutan comes up to make the throw, and you get 2 runs. Single by Guerin right there. So Guerin knocks in 2 runs for a cause. And it looks like there's going to be a pinch runner here for Guerin. Coach Wright's going out to speak to Aguilar. Trying to talk a little strategy here and tell the ladies to keep their heads up. We're still early in the game here. Looks like they, number 44 is pinch running for Guerin. That shows to be Emery Bell. So now you got Beckerly up, the left fielder. Coach Wright offering some encouragement here. The Blues coming out, I think, telling them it's time to break up the huddle there. Now you got Beckerly coming up. It's a 3-0 game. Runner at first, which is Bell pinch running for Guerin. I don't know. Coach Wright said something to Blue, and then he went over to their dugout as well. So now we're back to action here. First pitch ball. Right now the Patriots are looking just to be able to get something that can get an out here. I tell you, there was something a little crazy here earlier, is that they had an announcement, and they said it was not it was an actual thing that was happening on. They were telling all the seniors here tonight in the stands that if they were to go to the concession stand, they had a sign up where you could sign up for a raffle for a brand new car. And I think you could see the shock and amazement of everybody in the stands, and then the announcer says, no, this is real. So the next pitch is popped up. Aguilar comes up and makes the catch. So we get the first out of the inning here.
Now batting, Paige McCall.
Paige McCall is up. She's our right fielder. First pitch down and in. Nice pitch by Aguilar. Had a lot of movement on it. A lot of movement, kind of down and in. Sun is finally going down here. Oh, next one bunted just over Trapp's head. She was already kind of coming down because she knew she was trying to bunt. And it was foul, and it went over her head. So we got 2 strikes here, real quick 0-2 count. Now Aguilar's in a good position here, so now you want to get her to chase something. Pitch just outside. That was a nice 0-2 pitch. A lot of batters would actually swing after that, but McCall did a good job of holding off. So we got a 2-ball, 2 count here. 3-0 in the bottom of the first. And swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Aguilar. Kind of ran it up in the zone. And McCall couldn't catch up to it, so we got a swing and strike out there, and there's 2 outs here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. You got Bella Ruff coming up. She's their second baseman. Nice pitch, swing and a miss. Kind of threw it past her that time. So it looks like Ruff is pretty aggressive at the plate, so maybe Aguilar can take advantage of that. There you go. They had a rise ball there. It was up in the zone. As I'd mentioned before in the past, is that it's just hard to hit those pitches for any hitter. Now I got a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Aguilar seems to be settling down here. And it fouled away. Aguilar wants to keep the runs to a minimum here. Try to give Patriots a chance to kind of start crawling back, scratching away at some runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another foul ball. I think Ruff actually did a pretty good job of actually making contact with that. That was a nice pitch by Aguilar. A lot of times that's typically a swing and a miss. Nice pitch, change up, and rung her up. That was a nice pitch by Aguilar. That ball was, she was not expecting. That was the first time she threw the changeup tonight, and it was just at the right time. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the top of the second, and after a quick 3 outs, after a quick 3 runs by Leander, Eastview comes right back, gets 3 straight outs here, and so we're going top of the second. And I want to go ahead and say thank you to some of our 2022 sponsors and advertisers. Eastview Patriots Softball would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting our 2022 teams. Our diamond sponsors include Austin Cabinets Direct, Mac Hike Ford Lincoln. Let's wait till that gust of wind gets by real quick. Our Golden Glove sponsors include Control Panels USA Inc. And then our Silver Slugger sponsors include the Power of 4 team, Idea Science, and D-Bat Georgetown. And then also Patriot sponsors include Pokey Joe's Smokehouse, Austin Telco, B-Wise Consulting, Colby's Nana, Conchem Construction, and our other advertisers include Raw Electric and Gaddis Law Firm. For more information on any of our sponsors, please visit www.patriots-softball.com. All right, so we're back here at the top of the second.
Starting the inning off for Eastview, number 4, Kaylee Moses.
So now we have number 4, 5, and 6 hitters up. We got cleanup hitter Kaylee Moses up, right fielder, junior. I was talking to her dad the other day, and she's also committed to Texas A&M Kingsville as well. We talked about young ladies on the team that are seniors this year that are committed to play at the next level. Well, Kaylee still got 1 more year at Eastview, but she's also, after Eastview, will be playing college softball at Texas A&M Kingsville. So Guerin Guerin has yet to throw a ball this game. So she's thrown 11 pitches so far, and every single one of them's been a strike here or swung at. So she has not had a ball called on her tonight. That pitch swinging and miss, a lot of movement on that pitch. Right now we got pitcher Emery Aguilar. Patriots trying to get something going here. Guerin has had 3 strikeouts and one pop-up on the infield. The pitch is actually hit, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop. Strader kind of went back of second base and was able to move over and actually get that pop up there. So 2 outs here.
Now at bat number 5, Bella Guajardo.
Yeah, Bella Guajardo's up, and like I said, Guerin has actually thrown 14 pitches and it's had no balls yet. And the next pitch, first pitch, is actually hit to right field to McCall, and McCall comes in, and just like that, we actually have 3 outs here. No runs on no hits, nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. Leander 3, Eastview 0. All right, we're back here at Leander, where the lines are up 3-0 going into the bottom of the second here. We have Chrisma Edmondson, the third baseman, coming up for leading off for Leander, followed by Brunker, and then back to the top of their lineup with Lee batting in the hole here. So want to just say thank you for joining tonight. Thank you for joining SHN for all the district games here. And I tell you, depending upon what happens here, it sounds like, from my understanding, first pitch bunted right back to Aguilar. She throws it over to Guajardo, and we got the first out of the inning there. So nice play by Aguilar. And then typically when you have a bunt like that, the corners crash, and then your short goes to third, and your second covers first, and that's what Guajardo did. So Aguilar was able to get Edmondson out here. Now we got Aguilar's quickly up. Aguilar on 3 pitches gets the strikeout. Nice job by Aguilar there. Well, we got a lead coming up. She bunted to get on to start off the game and ended up scoring one of their 3 runs. So we got 2 outs here. Another bunt by Aguilar. She throws it and calls her safe. That was very, very close. I tell you, yeah, right there. Lee's, while Aguilar's going back to behind the circle there. She wasn't in the circle, so Lee went ahead and stole second base. So we got Strader, who last time got on as well with the bunt and scored one of their 3 runs. So 2 balls, no strike count here. Had swung on and fouled back. Apologize for all the wind there, but not much can do about it. But it's a nice night, though. It's probably, I think it's about 79 degrees out here. Next pitch. Swung on and missed, and that should be the 3rd out of the inning there. And so a nice pitch there by Aguilar. Way to get out of that inning, and we're going into the top of the 3rd. Eastview 0, Leander 3. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here at top of the 3rd. We have the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Patriots coming up. We got number 11, Paley Wooten, left fielder, and then followed by Kendall Sanford. And then in the hole, we got designated player Izzy Andana. So let's see if Eastview can get something started here, especially after that second inning there, where Aguilar had a nice inning and was able to stop the Lions from getting anything. So here comes Paley Wooten. And the first pitch is actually swung on and hit over to Brunker at first base for one pitch, so one out here. I got now freshman Kendall Sanford, first baseman, number 17.
Number 17, Kendall Sanford.
And Blue calls that one. I think that was the first ball of the game by Guerin. Fouls off. He's got 1-2 count here. Guerin seems to be working really fast. After she makes a pitch, he gets back on the mound. Tries to get going. Trying to get Sanford to chase there and wasn't able to do that, so 2-2 count. Ball's down and away. Sanford's done a good job here, working her way back to a full count. Fouls it back. Good job staying live there by Sanford. Had a pretty good bat so far. A pitch on outside part of the plate, and she gets a strikeout. That was a nice pitch, but that pitch looked to be further out than the first pitch of the at bat there. So strikeout looking. All right, so we got 2 outs here. Top of the third. Get it, and Donna. Getting up swinging there. I tell you, she's done a great job this year. The freshman came up a few games back, and I tell you, she just keeps hacking and really putting some good swings this year and got several hits already. So I tell you, Coach Wright has to be pleased. Now Guerin's quickly up 0-2. That's kind of tough for a senior pitcher who's going to go pitch for Oklahoma, which is defending national champions and just a powerhouse in college softball. And you're a freshman, you get up here. I tell you, it's definitely a learning experience. Had a lot of movement on that pitching, and so swing and a miss. And so we're going into the bottom of the third. Those no runs on no hits, nobody left on base. It's Leander 3, Eastview 0. All right, we're back here in the bottom of the third here at Leander. Leander's up 3-0. They have Nisa's leading off. She walked last time, followed by Guerin, who had a Guerin, and then Beckerly. All right, here we go. Like I said, bottom of the third. First pitch, swung and fouled back. We got a 1-1 count here. This is their number 3 hitter. So it's definitely going to be a challenging inning here, 3, 4, 5 here. If we can get through this, be really good. Nice pitch. Blues just not giving her the corner there. Just foul back. We got a 2-2 count here. Again, bottom of the third. Leander up 3-0. And just a reminder that yes, this is the last district game of the year here. And a nice pitch. And Nisa's barely actually tipped that one. I don't know, Aguilar might want to go back to that because Nisa's really trying to really being aggressive and just close to striking out right there. That pitch is hit deep to center field, and Vidalis ranges over and makes a diving catch. Nice play by Vidalis. She just robbed Nisa's of a double, at least a double there. That was a ESPN top 10 highlight play there. Nice play. Now we got Guerin up. She had a single last time. I think well, kind of hit her hand there. And so for Guerin, that's definitely I know that's probably something where you know they definitely want to check out because she's a pitcher and that's her pitching hand. So they're going to pinch hit for her with number 20. got Taylor Porter coming into bat for Garrett. We got 1 ball, 1 strike here. So we got a 2-1 count. We're trying to get the count right here. So we got a 2 balls, 2 strike count. I'm sure Leander's probably a little bit concerned. Just checking out Garrett's hand. Pitch hit hard into left field for a base hit.
Number 24, Caitlin Beckerly up to bat.
We've got Beckerly up. Beckerly flew out last time, or popped up on the infield. So just kind of recap. It's the bottom of the 3rd. Leander, and she hits the ball deep to left field. Wooten goes over and makes the catch and throws it in. So nice play, nice pitch. As a pitcher, you always love to have those 1 pitch outs there. And now we got Paige McCall coming out. He had a strikeout swinging last time. Swing and a miss there. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Aguilar's really done after the first few batters got onto the game, you know, we had a couple of bunts, and then for singles and walk, then a base hit, and they got 3 runs really quickly, but Aguilar's really settled down here. So she's up in the count here, 1-2, and their coach is talking to her, just kind of wanting to talk over game plan here. All right, we still talking out on the mound, and Leander coach is still talking to the batter, so I'm sure Blue's ready to go here. I'll tell you, like I said, it's a really nice night. Patriots, you know, wearing their pinstripe uniform tonight, all blue with red and white trim, really sharp. Got the EV on the front part of the jersey, you know, with the American flag, you know, pattern. And the throw down. Ball's inside. Rodriguez noticed that Porter was leading off, so threw it down. But a little bit late, they'll foul back. Pitch up. And now we got a full count here. But Leander, they got pinstripe jerseys as well. White pants, red pinstripe jersey, and the ball's hit down the left field line. It looks like about 15 feet foul. So they got their top is red with white pinstripes and blue lettering. Like I said, they got red belt, white pants, and blue and red leggings. And throws the changeup and just buckles her knees. I tell you, the few times she's thrown those changeups, Leander is not expecting. They want to be so aggressive, but when she throws those changeup, it just buckles her knees. And Leander has no runs on one hit and nobody left on base, or one left on base. And we're going to go to the bottom of the fourth here. We'll go to the top of the fourth here with Leander up 3-0. I also want to go ahead and say thank you again to our advertisers. We have Raw Electric, Gaddis Law Firm, and then our Patriots sponsors include Pokey Joe's Smokehouse, Concam Construction, Colby's Nana, and B-Wise Consulting, and then Austin Telco. They're our Patriot sponsors. And then Silver Slugger sponsors include D-Bat Georgetown, Ideal Signs, and the Power of 4 team. Control Panels USA Inc. is our Golden Glove sponsor. I'd like to say thank you. And we have our diamond sponsors, which are Mack Hike, Ford and Lincoln, and Austin Cabinets Direct. We'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors, and for any information or to learn more about them, please visit www.patriots-softball.com. That website is a really good wealth of information there. You get bios on the coaches. You actually have pictures of of your teams, of the young ladies, the schedules, which of course now we're about to go into post a regular season schedule. And we also, if you ever want to buy any kind of gear, they got gear out there for you as well. Right now, we actually have Ari Vidalis coming up here. She struck out the first time. We got Ari. We have Carrie Sanford and Angel Rodriguez coming up. Looks like Guerin just was pinch hit for last time, and so they put, she's still in the game here. You can see Ruff, the second baseman, and Edmondson, the third baseman, playing up. Expecting Vidalis to bunt here, which Vidalis, if she gets down a good bunt, it doesn't matter how far up you play, it's very tough to get her out. Oh, it comes in and hits her. So Eastview gets their first base runner here to start off the fourth inning. We got Sanford coming up. Last time she bunted, but it was in the air and it was caught by the third baseman, Edmondson. So after the first pitch there, they're taking Guerin out. And putting number, not quite sure. We'll let the public address announcer tell us. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on their jerseys, but I guess you could also say I'm getting old, and even with my glasses have a hard time. So we'll be right back here in about 60 seconds, and we'll go ahead and let you know who the new pitcher is. Be right back. we're back here at Leander. Guerin was taken out and replaced by number 3, Audrey Lumbreras. Now we got Carrie Sanford. Last time, like I said, she's 0 for 1. Attempted bunt and popped it up to the third baseman last time. And as you can tell, Ruff is playing like really, 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 really close. And Edmondson's playing up. And the bunt, Edmondson gets it, throws it over to first. And so Sanford gets the sack bunt there. And Vidalis is actually, like I said, a sack bunt by Sanford, and Vidalis moves up on it. So we got 1 out here. Top of the 4th. Leander up 3-0. And we have Rodriguez coming up. She had a swing and strikeout last time against Guerin. The ball's in the dirt. Vidalis is going down, and she is safe at third. Steals third on the first pitch. A lot of speed there, folks. A lot of speed. So Eastview's really making a push here to try to get something. If Rodriguez can, the infield's playing really shallow. So if she can just hit something real hard, get something, lift something to the outfield, I think we can get a run here. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. Should be ball 2. It should be ball 2 just because, you know, they have on the scoreboard 1 ball, no strikes, but Vidalis scored in the first hit hard to center field, and Vidalis has scored, and she's going to easily make it in. We got a sac fly there, so Eastview gets on the board. It's 3-1. So Rodriguez hits the ball right on the screws, but right at the center fielder, Lee, but had no chance of getting Vidalis in. So we got 2 outs here. Two outs here in the top of the 4th. And the next pitch by Moses hits it pretty good. The wind is really carrying it, and it goes over to the left fielder Beckerly for the out. But in the meantime, the Patriots are being very efficient there. Didn't get any hits at any, but due to the hit by pitch of Vidalis, she ended up kind of stealing her way around, and next thing you know, Rodriguez hits her in with the sac fly. So Eastview gets 1 run on no hits and nobody left on base. We're going into the bottom of the 4th. Leander 3, Eastview 1. Now we're back here at bottom of the 4th here, Leander. Eastview just got them a run here, making this a game. It's 3-1. Leander Leander has Bella Ruff, their number 7, 8, and 9 hitters. So Ruff, Edmondson, and Brunker up. Ruff last time struck out looking, and she was a victim of that awesome changeup that Aguilar threw last time they faced. A lot of movement, so Aguilar's really settled down here. So it's ball one here, 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is actually hit to shallow center, and Vidalis comes in, and it gets past her. And Ruff is going to go to second base. So the ball was hit shallow. Vidalis took chase and slid to try to catch it, and the ball hit the ground and went behind her. And so Ruff leads off the inning with the double there. So we got Edmondson come up. She coming up. She actually got out on a bunt attempt last time. Looks like she's showing bunt, but then she pulls it back. A lot of times batters, what they'll do is they'll show bunt. It just helps them kind of time the pitch out a little bit. Looks like that's what she's doing. Looks like 2 balls, 1 strike count here. Next pitch actually hit up here in the stands, or it looks like just outside, just between the 2 sections of stands there. They've got a full count, or 2-2. Those 2-2 there. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. You got Ruff at second, nobody out. The pitch is hit foul into the cages over on the right-hand side. So it looks like they're trying to go get some more balls here after some the foul balls that have happened. Pitch is foul back. So that's 3 straight foul balls here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That pitch is actually hit out to Vidalis. The ball looks like it was going to carry, then all of a sudden it just kind of stopped, and Vidalis had to really kind of come in and make the catch, and she does. So that's 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. All right, we've got Brunker coming up now. And Brunker last time had a strikeout. Foul back, and so Aguilar quickly goes up 0-2 in the count. So right now, I know effective pitch tonight for when she's thrown it has been the changeup, and then probably has that rise ball too. So let's see what she throws here. And she kind of goes up in the zone, and Brunker fouls it back. There's, as you can tell, Blues is having to go and get the foul balls. There's been probably about 7 or 8 foul balls just in the last couple of batters here, so they don't keep that many in his bag. So now the next pitch, guess what? We got another foul ball. This ball is whipping out the right field, and that ball looked like it could at least maybe stay within the park here, within the field. You know, it'd be out of, foul, but that wind just kept taking it over into their bullpen. Nice catch by Rodriguez there. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Try to get her to chase something up in the zone, and wasn't. Brunker didn't go for it this time. So she's back to a 2-2 count here. This is probably going to be Aguilar's best pitch here that she throws. Ball gets away from Rodriguez, and Ruff on the wild pitch. Goes over to third base here with 1 out. Brunker works a walk here, and that actually turns over the lineup. That turns over the lineup for their center fielder, Megan Lee. She's basically just got on, she's 2 for 2, but she's bunted twice and got on both times. It's going to be interesting to see if they have her bunt, or they're going to let her swing away here. So right now, I think Leander has a couple options here. Lee's gotten on twice due to bunts, but they can either try to bunt, but then if they bunt, then it's, if you're Eastview, what do? Do you try to throw her out, or do you just kind of get the ball and make sure that the runner from third doesn't score? I have a feeling that what Leander might do is just let Lee swing away here. And we're still, Blue finally breaks up the visit at the mound. See what they do, and she's going to swing away, as mentioned. So Aguilar's trying to prevent the runner coming in from third. Pitch fouled away. With 2 strikes here. Quickly goes up in the count. That was one of the things that as you can tell, with Lee, the first couple times she laid down 2 good bunts and got on, and this actually kind of takes the bat out of her hand as far as being able to bunt. So Aguilar. That was a nice pitch there to, I know you might look at it and say, hey, that's really high, but you know, when you're 0-2 count, you know, these batters are extending their, you know, their strike zones, and so you're hoping that they're gonna, you know, just swing at something. Now it looks like the wind's blowing from center field in. This wind's really kind of keeps changing directions. The pitch is actually hit behind third base. Trap goes over, and the ball just keeps. The ball just kept moving over. This wind is just kind of whipping out here, and I tell you, it can wreak some havoc here if you're trying to catch a fly ball. Now we got a full count. The pitch is actually lined to Sanford, throws on the first, double play. Just like that, the Eastview Patriots get a double play. Megan Lee hits the ball on the line right to Sanford. It's short, and then immediately throws it over to her sister at first, Kendall Sanford, to double up Brunker. So we're going to go into the top of the fifth, where Leander, they actually had no runs on 1 hit, 2 left on base. They get no runs, and we're going to the top of the fifth. Leander 3, Eastview 1. All right, we're back here at Leander, where Leander's up 3-1 against Eastview here. And very exciting play to end the fourth there. And Eastview still battling, fighting, scratching, clawing any way they can to try to get back in this game. This is a game. It's 3-1. It's only 2 runs, so the ladies are doing a great job here of really battling. All right, so now we got Aguilar coming up. She flew out last time. She gets hit to the shortstop, and Strader bobbles the ball. So that's an E6 there. So just like that, Patriots have the tying run with Guajardo up at the plate here.
Now batting number 5, Bella Guajardo. Number 11, Haley Booth on deck.
So Guajardo's up, been swinging the bat real well over the last month or so, and then swings at the first pitch, pops it up to Nisa's by about 10 feet in front of the plate there. And so we got 1 out.
Batting number 11,
got Paley Wooten up. She flew out last time, or popped up to the infield to the first baseman. I know you really get the feeling that Eastview really starting to believe that they can do something here. You really love to see just the competitiveness. Pitch is actually kind of cue ball off the end of Paley's bat, and that ball had some really weird spin on it. They throw her out, but in the meantime, Aguilar moves over to second base. So now we got Kendall Sanford. She struck out last time. Big spot for the freshman here. I tell you, that when you're a coach, you know this is a tough spot to be in. But I tell you, it's a really, you know, if you're a coach, you want your players to experience this experience, and so. She, you know, to be able to be a freshman, be in a game where you're battling to try to get into the playoffs, and, you know, you're playing one of the better teams in the state, and you're right here with them, and you got a really good, some good experience here for the future, not only tonight, but for the future. Two balls, one strike. I tell you, Sanford has actually proven that she's one of these freshmen that's come out here and had some good games where she's got a lot of pop in her bat, got a lot of power, and they're playing her shallow too. Playing her shallow, and I tell you, if she gets hold of one, they're going to be running, trying to get it, because she can hit that ball. The pitch is actually hit to Ruff at second base. She gets it, throws it for the out. And Eastview has no runs on no hits, one left on base, and we're going to go to the bottom of the fifth here, where Leander's up 3-1. We'll be right back. Now we're here at the bottom of the fifth here in Leander. Leander up 3-1. They have Strader coming up, followed by Nisus and Porter. Schrader's 1 for 2 of the night. And she bunts it, and the ball stays fair. I think Rodriguez is saying something. I don't know if either they think she either maybe touched the ball or was out of the box or something. And whatever it was, that ball just kind of rode the line, probably just a few feet down, and it just really just kind of didn't really come off the line. It just kind of stayed there. And so it was Schrader gets on here. Now we got Nisus up. Last time Vidalis made a highlight reel catch to rob Nisus of a double last time. So Nisus is 0 for 1. She's walked and, like I said, got out last time. The ball's hit to Guajardo, throws over to Sanford at second, and Strader gets out on the fielder's choice.
Number 20, Taylor Porter.
So Taylor Porter came in for Guerin last time. If she got her hand hit it, and she got a base hit last time. So like I said, Porter's 1 for 1 on the evening. Aguilar so far thrown 86 pitches, 56 strikes, and 30 balls. It's a pretty good ratio. Aguilar quickly goes up, 0-2 in the count on the foul ball there. Starting up for the top of the 6th, the Patriots have number 9 hitter and Donna, and then back up to the top of the lineup with Vidalis and Sanford. Pitch fouled away. So if we can stop Leander from scoring any runs here, then we got some really playmakers coming up. Top of the 6th here. The pitch is actually hammered down the left field line, probably about, I don't know, 10, 15 feet foul. I tell you, for you know, with Porter's really come in and really being aggressive here. And she lunges at a pitch, and it goes to right field to Kaylee Moses. Moses ranges over about 2 feet in foul territory down the right field line and makes the catch, and we got 2 outs here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Got Beckerly, who's 0 for 2 tonight. I had 2 flyouts. And the pitch, Nisus goes down to second, and the ball's kind of up and in on Beckerly. And it looks like Nisus went down to second base. pass ball there. So Aguilar's really done a good job tonight. Done a really good job of really mixing up pitches. I mean, she's changing eye levels, she's changing speeds. And the pitch is actually nubbed out to center field, and it drops. But Dallas is coming around. Dallas throws home, and Lisa scores. And on the throw, Beckerly goes to second. So Leander gets a run back there, makes it 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. The ball was not hit that hard. It just kind of fell, you know, halfway between the second base and the and Vidalis there. And then Vidalis tries to throw it home, and when she does, Beckerly takes second base. One ball, one strike here. Nice pitch by Aguilar. That ball had some movement on it and caught the outside part of the plate there. I don't think McCall's 0 for 2 tonight. She's struck out twice. If she swung at that, I don't think she could have done much with it. Just a really good pitch. I think Aguilar right here is going to want to try to get McCall here on this pitch. Nice pitch, kind of ran and up and in on her off her hands for foul ball. Nice pitch. Oh, and it goes past Sanford at first. And Beckerly comes around and scores. And so now Leander's up 5-1.
Number 2, Bella Ruff up to bat.
So you got Ruff. Was 1 for 2 on the night. Had a double last time. So Leander here's put 2 on the board here in the top of the fifth. 0-2 count. Ball's hit down the third base line. It is fair. Haley goes over, scoops up the ball, throws it into Sanford. So Ruff gets another hit here. So they got runners at first and second here with Rupp and McCall on. He got Chrisma Edmondson up. She's 0 for 2. She has flown out and got out on a bunt attempt as well. 0-1 count here. Leander's gotten her 2 runs here with 2 outs. Those hurt a lot of times. Ball's hit shortstop Sanford, and she comes off her arm, and another run scores. So now we got a 6-1 lead. So we still got runners at first and second. So the last couple runs that they've got is due to errors on Eastview. And so right now, Eastview's just trying to get this last out of this inning here. They're down 6-1. Pitches hit deep, and then the wind just kind of blocks it, knocks it down, and Paley catches it, and that ends the inning here. Not without Leander getting 3 runs here. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th, where Leander's up 6-1. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Leander's up 6-1. Got Andana, number 9 hitter, up, followed by Vidalis. Back to the top of the lineup with Vidalis and then Sanford. Yeah, but if you look at the board here, I mean, Leander scored 3 in the first and then 3 in the 5th. And in between, there's goose eggs, but Patriots, we've scored 1 in the 4th, and we're trying to get some more here. And like I say, there's another freshman for Eastview, and she fouls it away. You really have to be impressed with the freshmen that we have. When they've come in, you know, they haven't been intimidated. They come in and they really are aggressive, and I know Coach Wright has to be pleased with it. And next pitch actually hit the rough, and she throws over to first, and Donna gets out there. We got Vidalis up here. She is struck out swinging and was hit by a pitch last time, and she is the lone run that Eastview has tonight. So Eastview's down to the last 5 outs. If the outcome doesn't change here, if Eastview doesn't come back, then they're going to be anxiously awaiting to see, you know, what happens in the Liberty Hill Glen game, and also Cedar Park. Cedar Park's playing Georgetown tonight, but and then Glen and Liberty Hill are playing tonight. So, you know, if Cedar, if we end up losing this game, you know, if it finishes like you know, that with the score that we have now, and if Cedar Park wins, and then the winner of Liberty Hill and Glen, that winner, you'll actually have a 3-way tie for 4th place to end the season here, and you'd have to have some, you know, play-in games. And so, but if Georgetown beats Cedar Park, then from what I heard, that's full count there. What I heard is that if it comes down between Eastview and the winner of Liberty Hill and Glen, then if it's Liberty Hill's the winner, then they'll play at Glen next week. And if it's Glen the winner, they'll play at Liberty Hill. When I say play at, I mean the field. So Vidalis, nice swing, hits the ball up the middle. Base hit there for Ari there. Nice at bat.
Now batting number 16, Carrie Sanders.
I tell you, one of the things that I know Coach Wright, and then Coach Rowe and Coach Hernandez and Coach Sanford, they got to be proud of the ladies. I tell you, it's happened all year long. Even when they've gotten down they've gotten down in games, they always continue to battle, and that should make you know, Eastview fans, you know, fans, you know, family, friends, should just make you proud of how they represent Eastview. Sanford fouls it away. She's 0 for 1 on the night. No balls, 2 strikes here. Burris so far, she's pitched 25 pitches, had 17 strikes and 8 balls. Typically, when when you talk about just kind of pitch ratios, you know, as far as balls and strikes, You know, me and Shane talked about last game against, last week against Cedar Park. And the next pitch, base hit up the middle. Just like that, Eastview, the number 1, number 2 hitters, got base hits here. So we got something going on. But just kind of going back to what I was talking about, the pitch rate, the pitch ratios is that, typically if you pitch like a 50-50 ratio, you always tend to pitch a lot of pitches just because, you get, 50-50, you're pretty much getting into the latter part of counts and stuff. And so you tend to pitch more pitches. If a lot of the more successful pitchers, you'll see pitch ratios of like 2 strikes every 1 ball, or 3, maybe even 3 strikes every 1 ball. Dependent upon who the pitcher is. Sometimes you can throw maybe too many strikes, but pitches hit to shortstop. The straighter throws it over to Edmondson, scoops it over to Edmondson for the 2nd out of the inning here. So that was a fielder's choice by Rodriguez there. Now we got Kaylee Moses up.
Number 4, Kaylee Moses up the bat. Top 6, 2 outs.
So Kaylee Moses had a strikeout and a flyout tonight. And the pitch is actually hit, and right fielder kind of ranges over to her right, and McCall makes the catch, and Eastview gets no runs, but on 2 hits, 2 left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th, where Leander's up 6-1. All right, we're back here at Leander, going into the bottom of the 6th here. We have Leander's leadoff hitter, Megan Lee. She's 2 for 3 on the night. She had 2 bunt singles, and then last time hit a rope to Carrie Sanford at short, and Carrie was able to catch it and double up Brunker at the time, so I got a double play on that. Got ball 1 here. It's actually a really nice night tonight, other than, the wind being a little crazy. Pitch is actually bunted, and that's the 3rd bunt single that she's gotten tonight. We haven't really found an answer for that one. got Strader up. She's 2 for 3 on the night. Pitch is bunted, foul. That's how they actually led off the game today in the first inning. Within the first like 3 pitches, they had, her and Lee had bunted and gotten on and scored the first 2 runs of the game for the Lions. Say thank you to everyone for listening, putting up with me so far this year. It's been really fun, and it's first time really getting to notice. Now the next pitch is hit to Vidalis at second. She kind of bobbles it, and both runners are moving up, and they get Strader out of second base. Get Strader out of second base. Our coach is coming out trying to challenge that call. And so Blue still says she's out, so now they got Lee at third base with 1 out here. So we have Nisa's up. She's 0 for 2 on the night. Swings and misses. Yeah, if I'm Aguilar, I'd continue that because you've kind of seen that pattern when tonight that Nisa's really is such an aggressive hitter that she's going to try to swing if it's anywhere close. And now she bunts, and they throw her over first, and she gets a sack bunt, but gets the RBI there. So it's 2 outs. Put another run across the board. 7-1, Leander. So it looks like Aubrey, I think, is batting now instead of Taylor Porter. So Audrey Burris is batting here. So 7-1 game here. Pitch fouled away. Seven-1 game here, and Eastview has the top of the 7th here. They have Aguilar, Guajardo, and Bailey Wooton up. Pitch is actually hit about 5 feet foul. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. And that ends the 6th inning there. Leander gets 1 run across, and it's 7-1 Leander going here into the top of the 7th.
Score is Leander 7, Eastview 1.
And I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors again one last time here. 2022 sponsors and advertisers like Eastview Patriots Softball. I would like to thank them for supporting our 2022 teams. Our diamond sponsors include Austin Cabinets Direct, Mack Hike Ford and Lincoln. Our Golden Glove sponsor includes Control Panels USA Incorporated. Silver Slugger sponsors include the Power of 4 team, Ideal Signs, and DBAT Georgetown. Our Patriot sponsors include Austin Telco, B-Wise Consulting, Colby's Nana, and Concam Construction, plus Pokey Joe's Smokehouse. Other advertisers include Raw Electric and Gaddis Law Firm. We just want to say, for more information on any of our sponsors or advertisers, please visit www.patriots-softball.com. All right, we're going into the top of the 7th here. This is, like I said a few times tonight, this is the last regular season game for the Patriots this year. And I think no matter which way it goes, I think you have a chance to have that play-in game hopefully next week. And what I would recommend is just keep up with the web page like we talked about, and maybe your Twitter and Facebook feeds to see what happens, because there's the situation is affected by what happens in our game tonight, but also what happens in the Cedar Park Georgetown game and then the Liberty Hill Glen game. So teams are still fighting to get in the playoffs here, the last game of the year. So right now we have Aguilar up. She is 0 for 2 on the night. First pitch hit the second base, and an error made by Ruff, bobbled the ball. And Aguilar showed off her wheels there. She got down that baseline really fast, and you got to give her credit, because as soon as she hit that, even though it was going to second base, it appeared to be like a routine ball. She just ran as fast as she could down first baseline and was able to get on. So now we got, looks like we have Niederhauser coming up to bat here, senior. This will be her, last regular season at bat. It's always tough. It's always a long journey. These ladies have, seniors, playing all 4 years, and you go to a lot of games, a lot of practices. A lot of support by the family and friends. And next pitch, hit the shortstop. It throws over for a double play. But, it's always, no matter which way you look at it, your high school career always ends. And it's always tough. But we have strong young ladies that are going to be very, very successful, in the they got very bright futures, and so we just can't wait to see, the careers and the fine young ladies they become. So that was a good play by Stradler. She, the ball was actually hit. That's 2 outs, so the Patriots are down to their last out here, but. The ball was hit basically to Strader's left, and so she was already moving towards second base. She grabs it and then throws it to first. So next pitch hit to Edmondson, Wooton, and the throw is up, and that's the end of the game here. And so right, so that's the end of the game here.
Good job tonight, ladies.
And so it's a final 7-1 Leander. And I want to go ahead and we can just go ahead and wrap up everything. Just kind of give you the final lines here. Eastview had 1 run on 2 hits, 3 errors, and 3 ladies left on base. Leander Lions had 7 runs on 11 hits, had 2 errors, and left 6 on base. You know, Leander, kind of the story of the game is Leander got on top real early, and they had some really good pitching and some good hitting, and the Patriots just weren't able to get back, but our ladies kept battling. Just want to kind of mention that, again, right now we're going to be waiting for some other teams to finish their games, see what happens, and see what happens next week. So like I said, I would encourage you to go ahead and look at our, keep up with our webpage, or, the Twitter feeds and the Facebook feeds too. And just, if you know some folks that have daughters that play, just ask them about what's happening next week. So it's still really exciting, and can't wait to see what happens. But I really appreciate everything tonight, and thank you for joining SHN Sports tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and call it a wrap for the night. And I hope everyone has a great weekend. And if we have a playing game next week, then you're going to hear me. So we're still planning on broadcasting the game. So I appreciate everything. And again, have a great weekend and have a good night. Thank you very much.